Hello everyone, welcome back to this session. My name is Vijay, and in this session we are going to discuss about login and logout using session in codeigniter. First, to begin, we are going to use our previous codeigniter project which we use to display our data. In this we are going to change some of the config functions to database, and we are going to add form and config. We are going to give a base URL here. Database, as we loaded already, here we have our database and routes. Here I am not going to use the welcome controller, so I am going to change my default controller to, let's name it login. Now I'm going to create that controller. For this we are going to use the base path. This is common for all controller. Example, this welcome controller. Now we are going to give a class name. Now we are going to create a default method for this login. Default method is namely index Here we are going to load a view. Let's name the view index. Here we are going to create a new view. And let's make a view first. Here we are going to add some PHP functions. This is the controller name. Let's give the value login. And let's echo this function. And now that we have created a view, let's go back to our controller. Here we are going to give another method. Let's name it validate. Let's give our index here. This is the method name. Here that form is a post method and it gives value to the validate form. This form action is actually login controller validate method is going to post the value here. Here we are going to create our login function. Let's first create an if condition. If we have value in username while we load this page, then if condition else this page must be loaded again. The view page must be loaded again. Here we are going to check the function. Username, password. Actually, we are going to give a password in MD5 format, so let's use MD5. Okay. Now we are going to search for the database table. Let's get the value to a row variable, and here we are going to get this database, get the value whether it's true or not. Now we are going to check this condition. If row has only, if there is only one number of row in the row variable, then it's an if condition. This condition will redirect to our welcome page, welcome controller and welcome message page. Let's run the code. Yeah, username basically has a value username. This can be corrected. Here we can correct this function. We don't need the value, we need the ID and the name. And we are going to do the same array here. Let's see how this page actually looks. Yeah, here this is what we have been used in PHP format: form action, validate, and everything. Here now we are going to try to log in. Okay, now that we have checked, I think the redirect is a problem. Okay, yeah, I understand. Before that, let's discuss something in this. The form method we have used here is a post, and this can only be loaded from form validation, if we load auto load and form validation, and here we have to helper URL. Now I think we can run the browser. No. Yeah, we pretty much can't login steps, but we still have some problems. Let's say we try to log in this way. Yeah, this is not a legit and valid login step. So here we are going to use session to make our login a good legit thing, so that when our form logged in, we are going to create a session variable. Here, let's first create an array. And a data like is logged in true. Yeah, this is an array. Now let's give it to a session. Before we are going to use session, we have to load the session. In auto loads. So the third now here session and here we are going to set user data. You are going to name the session you are going to use. Let's name it CA session, and we are going to give the data here. and here we are going to create another method to log out. Here we are going to call the date, re-edit the data. I think that's not much necessary. Let's just clear the session. Unset user data, and the data name is CI session, and this function will again load into index. Now here in welcome controller, here we are going to use another new, we are going to use a function so that it checks the session whether it's valid or not. Let's just put if this session and the name of the session is CS session. If there is this condition, and here we are going to try this. We logged in, it loads, and we must add a logout function here. Let's go to the welcome message. and here a logout function. Let's run it in another browser. Now that we have used this, let's just see whether the cookie is set or not. The session actually sets cookie here. Now that we have seen, let's just try the welcome control to login. We can't because we basically have the session data, and when we log out we actually destroys it. There are few other ways. There are few also some other ways that we can make the session store our data, store its login and logout time in our database. I have entered a MySQL query in my page, and make sure to check it out. And that page I have given MySQL query to create a table, and using that table we are going to enter our session data here. Using this table we are going to store our session data in our database like this. Alright, thank you everyone. I hope you got what you came for, and this session is an end.